I've done squeegee painting on a canvas, a shoebox, puzzles before, but let's try it on wood this time. I'm trying out a few different types of wood. I have some wood slices I sawed and sanded in the summer and some leftover wood paneling. I'm priming them before painting. You can use clear gesso if you want the wood texture to show through as a background, or white gesso to hide it as I did with this dirty cutting board, if that's what it is. I'm keeping it as a backup in case the others fail completely. I let them dry overnight after 2 layers and I'm going for a cat design this time. I'm using the more fluid acrylic paints I have, even though that means they usually turn out transparent. It would help if you have one of those squeeze paint bottles, but this seems to work too. Instead of the usual paint blobs, I'm trying to draw the ears and the top of the head and the back with the paint. And I kind of messed up right away. This really lacks precision. And then I'm using the window squeegee to pull the paint down and dragging the excess paint on a piece of cardboard. I'm very surprised at this. In my previous experience, these paints were very translucent, like you can see on the cardboard, but they look so opaque on the wood. I assume it's because of the smooth and hard surface and the gesso. This is just the first layer though, so while it dries, let's try a rough wood surface next and see what happens. I'm using the same paints to get a better comparison. Let's give the cat some time to dry before the next layer, but I was not expecting this. I just placed the squeegee softly on the wood and dragged it down, no extra pressure, and this is what came out. Apart from the rough patches in the edges that didn't take the paint, this looks so much more opaque than I expected. The squeegee painting results on different surfaces have definitely been all over the place for me. I did the ears with the other end of a paintbrush because the pink paint is really heavy, and added white paint blobs for the eyes. I definitely dragged them for too long. I didn't think this through. I should have done them separately. But I think I'm getting the hang of this now, so besides the ears and the eyes, I also added noses and tails. Hopefully it makes them look more like cats. And you can use a ruler for the smaller parts. I did have to fix up the eyes and inside the ears a bit, and in hindsight I would paint or draw them with a paintbrush or a paint pen. And only do the head, body and tail by dragging the paint. I didn't even end up needing the third piece of wood. But what happened when I tried decorating a shoebox with a squeegee? Watch this video next. See you there. If it looks like I cut my hand, I didn't. This is why.